This episode of Capes and Lunatic Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Luca Perich, and you are listening to the Capes and the Lunatic Sidekicks podcast.
Face it, Tigers, you've hit the jackpot.
Little something from Ultimate Spider-Cast 100. If you're listening on the podcast, turn it down. Anyway, welcome back to the Ultimate Spider-Cast. Episode 101, that's right. A long, slow trek to 200. I am Phil.
Oh, God, help me.
Anyway, what are you, a blonde falling off a bridge? Anyway, I am Phil. Joining me, as always, it is...
Hey, y'all. It's Phil Delmire.
Like so bad. You didn't fall off a bridge, did you? No. You weren't under those cornrows, were you? No.
I also would never have kids with an object.
I know. Sure. Yeah, whatever.
Mind if I slam your butt in the pokey lady? Whoa.
Okay, Norman. Anyway, yes, but all that's in the future because today, to start out our Sinister Six-Mas, that's right, we are covering Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 1 from 1964. I think this is like the second oldest.
Was Rob even born at this point?
What?
The hell is going on? I said Rob wasn't even born at this point, was he?
I don't think so. No, I mean, let me see. Let me do the quick math here. I think my parents were like 8 years old. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And just so you know, it's taken a year to produce this double-length epic, so let's not waste another minute.
That's right. So this is the very first time when Spider-Man's enemies thought, hey, what happened if we would combine forces, say?
Nothing, because y'all still suck.
72 big pages. All for a quarter. A quarter, Lil Hellfire.
I know.
Can you imagine?
No, not even.
Good Lord. Jam-packed with special surprise features.
The original cash grab. Oh, God.
Oh, my. Featuring Spidey's biggest, longest, greatest battle as he tackles the Sinister Six. With a galaxy of the most gold-darned guest stars that you can shake a web at. Is that like a... What?
I don't know what's going on.
A galaxy? Yeah. New York City. Thank you. Oh, hey, I think I have the ultimate Spider-Man dad joke.
Okay.
Do you know what they call Miles Morales in Europe and Australia?
No, what?
Kilometer Morales.
Yep, get out. I'll be doing this episode alone. Phil's banned.
Dad jokes. All right, so, oh, boy. Stan really wasn't for the subtleties. You know, what's the title? The Sinister Six. And yes, I'm reading from the Essentials, so it's all black and white for me.
He didn't want me to roast him for it. It's fine.
I know. Can Spider-Man save the two people he loves most in the whole world from the deadly Sinister Six? Well, wait, who's Betty?
As long as one isn't Uncle Ben, we'll be fine.
I was going to say, who's Betty standing in front of? Okay, we see Betty Brant and Aunt May. That's right. The only woman in his knife so far at this point is Betty Brant. In order to rescue Betty Brant and Aunt May, Spidey must find a way to defeat the undefeatable Sinister Six. Yeah. What happens now? Just when he needs them most, Peter Parker seems to have mysteriously lost his amazing spider powers. What is this, Spider-Man 2? Wait a minute. So why does the cover say 72 big pages, but right here it says 41 pages of indescribable excitement? Well, I think wasn't there extra stuff in the back? Like the secrets of Spider-Man? I don't know. And Lilith Hellfire's gone. She could not take it. But yes, of course, 1964, so it's written by Stan Lee. That's right, Stan the man himself, the creator.
Excelsior!
Drawn by Steve Ditko, possibly the most talked about team in comics today of 1964. That's right, kids. See? Lettered by S. Rosen. It's taken a year to produce, like Lil said, yes. Where has Lilith gone? Oh, where can she be? Lilith, are you out there?
Tap, tap, tapping my way downtown.
Who says we need Lilith Hellfire? Alright, so. Oh, good lord. These are the days you could tell before that we had the vault or the raft or any of those super prisons. Yeah. It opens up with with Dr. Octopus going to state prison. Or should we say prisoner 4756689. And there she is. Hello?
Yep, I'm here. Sorry about that.
Knock, knock. Who's there?
It's Lilith. Biting off the armadillos. Continue.
But yeah, yeah. I said before the days of the vault or the raft, yes, we see Doc Ock in state prison.
Nice.
And I'm guessing, does this take place before his second appearance? Because, no, they're talking about the arms getting attached to him, and the editor's note only says Spider-Man 3. Because remember,
wow,
there was a day, kids. It was probably when our parents were young, but it's like there was a day there was only one Spider-Man book per month.
I could never imagine.
I know.
Horrible times. Horrible times.
I mean, unlike that fancy man Batman, I don't think he always had at least 2 books. Batman.
They all can't be like old school DC. Don't hate.
Batman.
They're suffering for it now.
Batman.
I know, Ray, but this is Spider-Man. So, but they're, the guards take Doc's arms and they're like, oh, he's helpless now. See?
Wow, those arms really love being wrapped around him.
Hell.
Look, it's going through all this hell just to be next to Doc Ock? Really?
Well, he can mentally control them. Like, I don't know if it's the first time we saw that he can mentally control them when not even touching them. So, yes, he's thinking, return to your master.
Creepy.
So they break out of whatever locker or whatever they're in.
Ladies, never trust a man who likes to build robots. Just saying.
Oh! Why? Think he's trying to replace women?
Exactly.
I knew I had the power to do it. Now to attach them to myself again and break out of here.
See you later, bunkies!
I guess he does, but we don't see him break out.
See you later, bunkies!
So, yeah,
Meanwhile, at the Daily Bugle, see?
Yeah, sir. Spider-Man's tormenting J. Jonah Jameson. Hi, JJ. I was just passing by, so I thought I'd drop in and borrow a paper as he webs it out of his hand. I'd love to read your
That's why he thinks he's a menace. Let's just be honest.
Seriously, I know. Then he webs into his chair and stuff. Yeah. I love to read your editorials. They're funnier than the comic strips.
Burn.
Spider-Man, you insolent buffoon. Haven't the police caught you yet?
Who's that coming through? Who's that blonde, mischievous?
Oh, wait, but yeah, before Thor almost knocked Spider-Man off his web. Yeah, I love Jameson. If only that blasted Parker were here to snap some photos of him. Where's that king of the selfies?
Come on, Jonah knows. He
knows. Yeah, so like you said, Spider-Man's hanging. Again, this is gonna be a big advertisement for all the Marvel books, kids. Yeah, because Spider-Man's hanging there from his web reading the newspaper.
I told you, the original cash grab. We found it.
I know, because Thor comes flying by.
For no reason. Hey, did you know Mighty Thor appears each month in his own magazine as well as in the Avengers? Did you know, kids?
He's either on his way to a meeting of the Avengers or he's late for his barber. Yeah, about 1,000 years too late. But meanwhile, in another part of the city, a very strange, ominous meeting is about to begin. As we see Doc sitting there with Kraven and Electro, and Mysterio comes in. Oh, hey, guys. Because the others are getting impatient, but Doc's like, now that Mysterio's here, we only have 2 more to wait for. Look.
Whatever could be going on?
Well, Electro's like, if we couldn't defeat Spider-Man before, what makes you think we could do it now? And Kraven, use your head.
There's powers in numbers, see?
Yeah.
Now shut up and smoke a cigarette like the rest of us.
Look evil. Yeah, Kraven's like, think about it. Together, we almost all beat him, but so together, we cannot fail.
How could we ever fail? Because the book's named Amazing Spider-Man, not stupid Sinister Six.
I love all. Yeah, our stupid Six-Mas.
No, Sinister Six-Mas is freaking brilliant. Sinister Six, then they're of themselves. Not such a good idea.
I love how fancy Ock is. He's like, Craven the Hunter is right. Not just Craven. He's like, Craven the Hunter is
The
Hunter.
You guys are never going to escape it. Deal with it.
Ray, you're never going to escape it. We're going to drive Ray insane.
Bubble-a-boo-boo.
We don't blame that on us.
Aren't you recording a certain something this weekend?
Yes, I am. That you guys will have to wait for.
Oh, good for you.
I got my Fosters and I got my Australian Shiraz. It's going to be a nice little theme.
Fosters. Oh my God.
It's Australian for beer.
I was going to say, we're going to throw some shrimp on the Barbie too.
I just might have an emu burger. Who knows?
But meanwhile, while the Sinister Six is smoking their funny cigarettes, see?
Oh, definitely. They're all definitely jazzmen, is all that I'm saying.
Peter Parker's on the street and gets a strange tingle from his spider sense. See? Well, could be puberty, could be the spider sense.
It's ting ting tingle-in, ting ting tingle-in.
Parker, I've been looking for you. Oh no, fall time for Flash to come looking for trouble.
Ah, damn it, Flash, you have the worst timing.
I saw you walking home from school with Liz yesterday, see? Don't worry, she's gonna marry a psychopath. Settle down. I'm through warning you to keep away from my girl now, puny Parker. It's time you learn to listen. You understand, see? You tell him, Flash. Let him. I love all these kids. You tell him, Flash. Let him have Flash. Look, bird brain. The only lesson a meathead like you could teach is a lesson in stupidity. Ooh. Ooh.
Burn.
Burn. I wouldn't want to fight me neither. Okay, you asked for it. And he throws a punch. Peter ducks. Now there's an imperishable bit of clever dialogue. What? Oh, but look who's walking down the street. It's Doctor Strange. Another Ditko crate. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're on the right track with that one. Just take the co off of it.
Seriously. Have you lads nothing better to do than engage in common street brawls?
Says the man who plays with magic that looks more like a psychedelic mushroom trip, but whatever.
Oh my. Look out, mister. I can't stop my I love Flash. I can't stop my punch. I'm just always punching, say. Do not be alarmed. This is only my ectoplasmic spirit form. My physical
What is
self.
this, Ghostbusters?
I was going to say, see, oh my lord. Can you imagine that headline? Doctor Strange Slime's local boy.
You're going to jail!
Slime's underage boy. Oh my lord. Wow, I never thought I'd see him for real. Do you know who that was? I think so, but I always thought he was some phony magazine hero. Jeez.
Ooh, burn.
Burn. There's nothing phony about that character. That was Doctor Strange in the flesh, or should I guess we should say not in the flesh. And you want to do the
Okay.
You want to do the footnote, Lilith?
No, you're good.
Doctor Strange appears each month in Strange Tales.
Oh, whatever happened to that book? Oh, right, it failed because Doctor Strange sucks.
Oh, that's at Lilith Hellfire, kids.
You nerds can fight me. Marvel mysticism and magic sucks. I'm sorry. The science, you got down to a T. The mystical stuff,
Suck it, Lilith.
Sticking with DC on that one.
Suck it, Lilith.
You know where you
Y'all
could
can fight me.
You know where you could stick it, Lilith.
They aren't even attempting to enter our orifices.
Oh, God. Whenever this damn pandemic is over, we're all going to gang up and beat up Phil. I just want you guys to know that.
Why? I'll hit myself. Naked sword fighting. Naked sword
The
fighting.
whole Capes and Lunatics network is going to descend upon Pittsburgh, Philip.
Naked sword fighting. See, I'll hit myself.
You know, it's the best way to do it.
See, all you had to say is, Phil, I want that as a drop. And see, I did it.
Bravo, sir.
So, yeah, so after Doctor Strange leaves, Pete ducks into an alley and changes it into to Spider-Man. He's like, I better follow that fellow who made my spider sense tingle.
Oh. Where's the button? Boom, chicka, wow, wow.
I don't know for that, but once he follows the guy to the building, the aura of villainy which he exudes is almost too strong to bear.
Too strong to bear, too hard to resist. You guys can be the judge.
Whoever
I just say I'm seeing some subtext.
He's like, I better tackle him now. Hold it, mister. I want to tackle him.
Uh-huh.
Huh?
Case in point.
He disappeared.
See?
He disappeared out of his clothes. But
the things they could get away with under the Comics Code Authority.
Oh, but look who slid through the grating. It was the Sandman.
Boo. Oh, where's Hydro Man when you need him?
He's not gonna be invented for like another 150 to 200 issues. Come on. I was gonna say, who else in the Rogues could they have put in the Sinister Six at this point? Chameleon? Ha ha ha! No, I don't think so. The Lizard?
Yeah, Chameleon.
The Lizard?
That's pushing it.
The Lizard, not a team player.
Yeah, it's the Lizard Brain.
Seriously, who else was there? The Enforcers? Yeah, right.
Now, they would have tried to spin a book out of that. I'm good.
What, the Enforcers?
Yeah.
Alright, so... Yeah, I guess Pete follows him into the sewers, but he loses the Sandman in the sewers. But, oh, now I better web swing home to Aunt May.
Flipping my way downtown, walking fast and I'm homebound.
But he looks, she's up in the attic. Oh, crying over a picture of Uncle Ben.
Ugh. We get it, lady, we get it. Just kick the bucket and be with them already.
Oh, my.
It makes 1,000. I don't feel bad saying it.
All right, Future Lilith.
Issue 400 was right.
That's true. All right, Future Lilith, pour your drink. I can never forget that I am partially to blame for Uncle Ben's death. And
the music swells, the guilty floating head appears.
The footnote
scene.
The footnote says Marvel Annual 1, so they already reprinted that thing. It's only been a year or two, and they've already reprinted that thing.
I told you, it's the original cash grab. Hey, You want to know that thing?
He was always so good to me, such a real pal. We went everywhere. He loved me like I was his own son. Let me tell you about my best friend. He wanted me to be someone, see? Oh, Lord, here we go. Retelling the origin.
Yeah, I'm just going to leave the bottle open for this issue. It's fine.
Seriously, keep drinking, Future Lilith. Yeah. Burglar runs past him. House. Gunshot. Why? No matter what I do with my great spider powers, I can never undo that tragic mistake. Sometimes I hate my Spider-Man powers.
You and me both, brother.
I wish I were just like any normal teenager. If only it had never happened. And then all of a sudden, he falls off the roof. What? I tripped. It's impossible. It never happened. Oh my Lord, he wished it and it happened. Perhaps I was just too careless, so wrapped up in thoughts, I forgot. And he's just hanging there on that flagpole.
I bet.
I never believed it could happen, but it has somehow. Without warning, I've lost my spider powers. Perhaps it's all for the best. Now I can never hurt anyone again. I won't have a secret I must always protect. I'll be able to live a normal life. But I can't hold on to this pole forever. You and Lilith both. How will I ever get down from here? Oh, Lord.
Just fall, homie. Just fall.
And look who flies by in their Fantastic cars. He's hanging off that flagpole. And it doesn't even help him. Jerks.
Well, to be expected. The Fantastic Four kind of stands for F-boys.
Oh!
I can say that as a true Fantastic Four fan. Only true Fantastic Four fans can say that.
Oh.
I mean, come on, think about it. Can anybody else but a true F-boy raise somebody like Franklin Richards? I'm just saying, think about it.
All Marvel fandom, led by Mr. Charlie Esther. That's at Lilith Hellfire.
Y'all know it's true. Don't be bitter. Don't be bitter.
Oh, my.
I love how it's like, don't worry, man. People will always be able to recognize you. Oh, yuck. Just get them right where it hurts. Like, what a jerk.
You look like a giant boulder, say. But I love how the things like, oh, this town's crawling with super people. Just wait a couple decades. Just wait a couple decades.
Meanwhile, they didn't cross over really that much.
No. But I mean, come on, who was there? Fantastic Four, Avengers, Spider-Man, Daredevil, Hulk. It's like, come on. Now, they must have thought I was clowning out here. One slip.
Never try to make it to the ledge.
One slip, it'll be curtains. See, curtains.
It's like you have your webbing. What are you?
So then he's like, trying.
You're supposed to be able to stick to the walls here. You're a wall crawler. Did I miss that part?
He lost his powers. See.
What's new? It's just confidence, bro.
And then he's like,
just gotta be confident.
He's just trying to sneak home. He's like, I must sneak home. Without my spider powers, it would be easy to trap me and unmask me. I'm like, don't you still have web shooters?
Hello? Pete's such an idiot.
I love he's trying to tell that dog to be quiet.
Good luck, buddy. Good luck.
So he gets home to Aunt May. Oh Lord. Yes, a short time earlier, the trip would have taken him less than 3 minutes. Now it takes him almost an hour. Yes.
Could have caught the subway home, homie.
Seriously.
Or the ferry, or whatever the hell they do out there in Queens.
You look pale, dear. Is anything wrong? No, man. I guess
You didn't give him his buckwheat pancakes. What do you expect?
I guess I've been studying too hard. Yeah, I threw out my back. I was studying too hard. Say.
That's how big a nerd Pete is. Those books were just so heavy, and then he put the microscope on top, you know?
Why don't you lie down for a while, Peter? I'll bring you your
Or at least you
dinner.
get some more physical activity.
He wishes. Betty. Thanks, Aunt May. I will. After today, I'll never have to keep the truth from her again. No more deception as Spider-Man. Oh, yeah.
Oh, honey. What a sweet summer child.
Seriously. Seriously. Oh.
What should I do next with my life?
The long road of lies is just beginning, kid.
Hilarious.
Stan. All right.
You think we really believed you were going to give up your cash cow? No, sir.
Oh.
No, sir.
Meanwhile, at the Dr. Octopus's hideout, the guest list is complete with the arrival of the Vulture.
Oh, who doesn't even have a backstory and won't have a backstory for a very long time.
Not for like another 20 years, no.
Enjoy the anonymity, pal.
Skip the dramatic speeches, Octopus. Just state the plan.
Damn. Get straight to the point.
We all have a score to settle with the elusive Spider-Man.
I think you're missing either amazing or spectacular, but it's fine. It's fine. I'll let it slide.
I love the Vulture just like bragging. He defeated me twice. This time will be different.
Don't you just love the little posters of the villains? By the way.
Oh yeah. Oh, the first use of the splash pages. See,
exactly.
which will come back into play next episode.
The terrible Tinkerer. Really, I'm supposed to be afraid of that.
He's too fast. He'd find some way to escape. I say we all attack at once, the Vulture says.
Oh, and the biggest burn of all, the burglar.
What?
The burglar. They have a little splash page of him.
Oh, I know. Oh, Sandman. Bah, I'm wise to his tricks by now. I can lick him alone next time we meet.
I bet you could, sir. But that's not what we're here for.
Kraven does not hunt in a pack, only by a solo victory. And will I achieve the revenge I seek?
Sure.
I don't care how we do it. I'm just itching to tackle him.
Subtext alert!
Sandman really got the subtext going. Oh Lord, now they're drawing numbers. They're gonna fight him in order. Order, say.
Oh jeez.
Good action at last.
Ooh, orderly combat. That just screams sinister to me. It was just for the alliteration. Let's just be honest.
Seriously. Sinister Structured Six. On each of your cards, I've written a location. It is a place where you will battle our common enemy. And each location is best suited for your particular talents. I have left nothing to chance, as you shall see. Spider-Man will have no choice. He'll have to fight one after another, and each of us will weaken him a little bit, so his chances will grow slimmer after each battle.
Oh, the old give him the old Bane treatment. I got you.
Oh, Stan invented Nightfall before DC. Oh,
I'll allow it.
Seriously, wear him down with his enemies. He's not feeling his hottest. Come on.
Yep, I'll allow it.
Peter, you've hardly touched your eggs. Something must be troubling you. Yeah, they're not wheat cakes, you old bat. I'm not hungry, that's all. There's nothing to worry about, honest. Perhaps you should stay home today, dear. It may be a touch of virus. Boy, this got modern all of a sudden.
Did they even have the polio vaccine? This seems like it was that long ago. I'm not sure. Somebody drop a comment.
I think you got some of that scarlet fever, say?
Some of that yellow fever, yeah.
The black plague, say? That poor boy can't fool me.
Yeah, look how old they made Aunt May look in this one. She looks like she's 1,000.
That's what
the Crypt Keeper's best friend, bro.
That's what she was supposed to be. Then that damn Mephisto de-aging. Come on. But boys are so reluctant.
Keep her up there as long as possible, please.
But boys are so reluctant to confide in older people. If only they'd realize we understand more than they think. It can't have anything to do with school. He's the top student in his class. Perhaps it's that...
Nerd!
Perhaps it's that girl he's been seeing. Betty Brant.
Yeah, definitely. That floozy.
I know.
That trollop.
Meanwhile, at school, Peter's not there. I wonder where Peter Parker is today.
Uh-oh.
Say, that's right. He's not here in class. This is the first day he's missed.
Yeah, okay. This won't be the last then.
Oh, squinty little Flash. If you ask me, it's because I scared the panty waist yesterday. He's probably out
Whoa! Whoa!
He's probably out
Flash, go wash your mouth out with soap, sir.
He's probably transferring to another school by now.
Wow, the things you can get away with.
I know. Basically calling him Yella.
Jeez.
Flash, you couldn't. Sure I could, dollface.
Gimme.
Oh my! Lilith likes a man, a misogynist. Yeah.
Gimme. I'm thirsty for it, bro.
He is. Flash is a thirsty dude.
I knew you. Sorry, dollface. I knew you didn't want puny Parker bothering you, but you were too soft-hearted to tell him so.
Ugh, toxic masculinity at its finest.
Welcome to 1964, kids.
Hard pass. That still sounds born 30 years too soon, but it's fine. That taste is still in my mouth. 60 years too soon, actually. Now that I think about it.
But back at Peter's house, Aunt May is like, no, Mrs. Parker, Peter didn't come to school today. We thought he was home with you. She's like, oh dear, I just know something's wrong.
Yeah, because he wants to hang out with his old aunt.
No, he probably went to see his older girlfriend. But Aunt May's like, oh no, he never plays hooky because he's a nerd. He must be something to do with that Betty Brant. Oh no! Is she going to deflower my Peter? Shut up, Lilith!
I get it. It's fine having a sausage fest.
Yowza!
But no, oh my lord, Peter's down at the docks.
Even better.
I think you need to have a whole different talk with him, May. He's not with Betty Brant. He's down there.
Down at the docks.
He's down with the sailors, see? And then he's thinking, I gotta get used to normal life. I'll give up my assignment as part-time photographer, king of the selfies. I can't...
Whatever will we do without that 15 cents?
I love how he's like, I can't get crime photos without my powers. Why does everyone else do it?
I know. Well, you would think he would have a better eye being a spider and all, but it's actually terrible and it's been confirmed. Yeah. Just saying.
And here's some what-if territory. Maybe I can even find the courage to tell Betty the truth about myself. After all, what harm can it do now? And then we see all these people running. Look, they're here. It's Giant Man and the Wasp.
Oh my god, can we not for just one issue?
who appear monthly in Tales to Astonish.
Whatever happened to that book?
Lilith, I'm getting sick of these little jokes, alright? You're really gonna rip on Giant Man and the Wasp now? Alright, you know what? Talk to the hand.
I'm sorry. I apologize. It's a low blow, I know.
This Hank Pym joke brought to you. And Peter, right a few days ago, I'd be right in the center of things. Now, I don't even want to be near any criminals.
You know, that power loss is awfully convenient. That's all I'm saying.
Again, it's psychosomatic before the word was probably even invented. Oh, but look. Oh, Aunt May goes to see Betty at the Bugle. Busybody. I said. She's like, Miss Brant. Betty, may I speak with you? I can see Betty just like, that's Peter's aunt. Yes?
Yes?
Yeah, what do you want, sir?
Won't you die already so we can inherit this damn house?
Oh. Burn. Oh. Burn. Where's Peter? Oh, he's on his, isn't he on his paper route?
Burn.
Burn. Why, Mrs. Parker? Of course, I was going to get a cup of coffee. See, because I'm an older woman. See,
you drink coffee. See, and demand lunch all the time. Who is she? Freaking Iris West. That's at Nightwing PDP.
Oh, you call them heifers all the time, and then
It's okay. I am one. It's fine.
You're a female. You're not a heifer. Sorry, I've been bad.
Let's get to the best part.
So these two leave the Bugle. Oh, look, yeah, it's Electro and Sandman are like, there's the Brant girl. Who's not with her, see? What's the difference? Take them both. And I love from...
Hey, no kink shaming.
Oh, my. Oh, why? I haven't had a threesome since Prohibition.
I'm just saying, Aunt May has lived, honey. She has lived.
Yeah, what was that miniseries in the early 2000s? Oh, my Lord. But I love how Jonah can see the whole thing perfectly from his office window, how high up.
That's that good glass. That's that money-making glass, you know.
It's Betty Brant. She's with Peter Parker's aunt. Whose car is that getting into? I'd swear that's Sandman Electro. He could see that from his office.
He's got good eyes, man. It's all that cigar smoke.
I mean, Electro's in costume. I'll give him that. But Sandman's just like in a fedora and overcoat. Come on.
He knows what he knows. He's a newsman. He's got a nose for these things.
So, yeah, so they take Aunt May and Betty to see Dr. Octopus. Oh, Lord. Who is this charming... Oh, Lord. Hey, so it begins, people. Who is this charming lady?
Ha-ha!
Begins right
I
here.
love how he's like, operator, give me the Fantastic Four.
The love of
I mean, don't they have a building? Can't you just...
I know. Namaste. She says she's the aunt of some kid named Peter Parker. Doc. A doctor, how nice. It's a charming, soft-spoken gentleman. Oh, my.
Stockholm Syndrome so soon?
It's like, you don't notice those arms, like, fused to his
She
side?
does, and she likes what she sees. No kink shaming!
I guess.
You know, it's like the Manhattan style, Dr. Manhattan style of making love, you know.
Oh, my.
All automated.
So, yeah, then Peter's at the Bugle, and Jonah's telling him what he saw. And then Vulture swoops down to the window. I have a message for Spider-Man. Sinister Six have captured Betty Brant. The Sinister Six? What's that?
I didn't name brand that! I don't allow it! That's what Jonah should have said.
But how the dickens am I supposed to tell Spider-Man? Put a notice in the paper. He's sure to read it. Tell me he must go to Stark Electric Plant Building 4.
Stark, you say?
Everything's falling in place. 6 of my old enemies have banded together. They know I'm willing to fight for Betty Brant. They know I was willing to fight for Betty Brant twice before. Spider-Man 11 and 12. No amazing, there's one book. But what can I do without my spider powers, say? But yeah, Jonah tries to call the Fantastic Four, who we already saw, but Spider-Man, well, we haven't seen him since yesterday. He was sitting on a flagpole. How do I know what he was doing on a flagpole? Jeez. If someone's looking for Spider-Man, try the Avengers. Those cornballs are keeping tabs on everybody. And we need to promote their book, too. So, yes, after an electronic circuit is activated at Avengers headquarters. Ooh, fancy. Picture tubes and everything, kids. I don't know what it's all about. Cap, sorry, I never even met Spider-Man, and none of my teammates are here at the moment. But, of course, Captain America appears each month in the Avengers, see? Oh, Lord. But the Human Torch puts up a flaming signal in the sky. And, oh, look who sees it all the way in Westchester, Lilith. It's the X-Men. They appear
They came out of their freaking hole in the ground, huh?
Oh, my Lord. Prejudiced against mutants. They appear bi-monthly in their own feature-length magazine. So, yeah, then Peter's at home, digging out his costume. I can't sit back and do nothing with Betty and Aunt May hostage.
I mean, you could and just inherit the house, but that's just me.
He's still blaming himself for Uncle Ben.
I mean, if he would have just let this slide, we would have had the marriage.
Well, maybe Aunt May, but as far as he knows, Betty Brant's the only girl on Earth right now who's like willing to give him the time of day.
True.
How am I supposed to lose my virginity?
Hormones. I'll allow it.
Teenage hormones. That's right. If this is to be my finish, at least I'll face it like a man. So yeah, he goes to Stark Electric Building 4. Again, whose power set do you think will work best at Stark Electric Plant 4? Building 4.
Definitely going to be Sandman, right?
True. Craven. No, surprise. It's Electro.
I mean, he's got to put that fancy costume to work somehow.
This card I'm holding, it tells you where to go next. Oh, how sweet. Thank you. Scavenger
But
hunt.
you gotta defeat me to get it. Well, that'll be no problem, sir. Even without powers. Let's just be real.
He's hurtling an electric bolt.
No! Don't! Stop!
Don't stop. Man, Lil, come on, we're podcasting. A split second later.
Tell that to Peter Parker. Look, he's all, like, covered and...
Well, a split second
done.
A split second later, a startling realization dawns upon the amazing teenager. I'm still alive. I dodged his bolt, but nobody without superpowers can do that. That can only mean one thing. My powers have returned to me. Wow, how can you...
I'm still Spider-Man.
Look away, Electro. I'll be right with as he leaps to the wall. You're fast, mister, but not fast enough for Spider-Man. I don't need as much speed as you. I have more sheer power. See what any of my bolts can do as he melts an iron box. And in a place like this, I can recharge myself, increasing my power with each passing second.
Should have brought Sandman.
Since I got my spider powers back, nothing can scare me.
It was all in my head.
Wait till you start getting enemies that threaten to eat your brain, kid. At least now I know I've got a fighting chance, and that's all I've ever asked for. I'm gonna hide from him for a second. Want to try something? Oh, he grounds himself. Even if he
smart.
He's a science whiz, eh? If he connects with one of his electric bolts, the force should go harmlessly through me.
When's the last time we saw that science whiz? I'll wait. How many issues has it been? It's been more than 50.
Oh, I know. Get it, kids? Lil said whiz.
Bazinga.
I see you up there, Spider-Man.
What's that rope tied to your leg?
Find out.
I've been saving my strongest bolt for you, and here it is. Good thing I'm grounded. I'm about to take the full effect of it thanks to the addition of my spider strength. Oh my lord. This
Did
is
he
like...
just punch him in the junk?
He punched him in the head, but it looked like the punch was like ending at his junk, maybe?
Yeah.
But this was Sal Buscema before Sal Buscema, man. Full splash page right cross, or no, left. And now you high voltage heal. Oh, snap! You high voltage heal.
Yeah, that's a big burn.
So he decks him, and then it's pleasant dreams.
Hey, look, it's Iron Man's bodyguard.
Tony Stark's bodyguard, Iron Man. Remember,
I
kids?
said what I said.
Oh. Remember, kids, back in the day, Tony Stark didn't have had a secret identity.
He wasn't always Iron Man. To the public, anyway.
I know. See, kids, it's that Iron Man, sorry. That's right.
Can't use AC/DC.
Hell. What's going on here? No time to explain, but you'll find a reluctant guest waiting for you atop the main
Hey,
dynamite.
did you know that Iron Man has his own monthly?
And coincidentally, it's called Iron Man? Wow.
Get out of town! Thanks for the note.
Any trace of Spider-Man yet? If he isn't found, there's no telling what the Sinister Six will do to me. Oh, Jameson's not even worried about Aunt May or Betty. He's like, what are they going to do to me?
Sorry, Mr. Jameson. You better call the police.
Tell that nut to hang up. This ain't the Missing Persons Bureau.
Damn, Ben.
The Fantastic Four don't care that the Sinister Six have 2 hostages. Okay.
Exactly. Like I told you, they're F-boys and F-women. I told y'all.
I'm starting to see that, man. Like, Peter couldn't ask any of them for help. The Avengers, nobody.
You know, he's a teenage boy. He's got running on hormones, no less.
Yep.
Wait. And Jonah's expecting a visitor later. He doesn't want to be disturbed.
Oh, my. He's single at this point. Is he hiring ladies of the evening or something?
It was cheaper to keep her.
Oh, my. And then Spider-Man heads for his second battle.
Destination unknown!
The world, just across the bay from the World's Fair. So he's basically in a park, kids. So who do you think?
Cheetah? Who's he fighting? Wonder Woman? Which, yay, we're actually getting it in theaters on December.
And HBO Max.
Who even has HBO Max? I guess that's why they quietly rolled it out to the Fire TV. That was our sign. But we'll talk about that on Capes. Scroll down.
What's free with my HBO subscription, so yeah, so Cheetah and Kraven! This time the hunter shall get his prey with the aid of my 2 little pets. So yeah, so they're circling him, and Spider powers, if I ever needed you, I need you now.
This is a great splash page, too.
Yeah, look.
The kitty cat fight.
He's like pushing the cheetahs away with his hands, and then almost. Oh my! Look, you're talking about the junk. It almost looks like he kicked Kraven in the junk.
I wouldn't be surprised.
No loincloth. He got some tights on.
He's ready. He came to work. No loincloth. He came to work.
Looks like he's ready to dance ballet.
Hey man, it's for agility and speed, bro.
You've obviously never had your junk squashed in tights. Yeah,
no. Couldn't imagine how you boys live with those things.
Okay, Elaine.
Eyeballs and penises.
Definitely in that outfit.
Running off so soon, Kraven? Hope I haven't bored you. Now that the fight...
He just took the card? He's just out of his junk?
Out of his pants, I know, man.
See you later, Bunky! Why don't you go see a good barber? Burn!
Boy says now that the fight's going out of your two little pussycats.
Yikes.
Pussycat.
Whoa.
By the way, if you got a few minutes to... Oh, man,
Stan! That made me think of the Fresh Prince freaking reunion. I can't wait.
Nah. Man, Stan Lee...
We're getting original Aunt Viv, bro.
I know.
Don't jinx it.
Oh, my Lord. Stan Lee hated guys with long hair, because this is the second,
Get a haircut, hippie!
Yeah, go see a barber, say. And then Spider-Man swings in. Man, I feel like $1 million. It was... Oh, no, they did have the word psychosomatic, because he uses it.
I think that was invented in like the 1850s, if I'm not mistaken.
Brought on... Well, this ain't that much more after the 50s. Maybe that word might have...
Take that, old comic books!
I was going to say, that word might have been around for 10 years at this point. Brought on by a deep-rooted feeling of guilt due to Uncle Ben's death. Take a big gulp, future Lilith.
Oh, God, I'm dead already!
What's that? A circle of flame below me? The Human Torch. See, the Torch shows up. Ask him for help.
He wants to be manly. He doesn't want to embarrass himself.
I know. I got something to tell you. Hey, cut that out as he throws webs at him. Can't you take a hint, you flaming freak? Oh.
Damn.
I ain't got time to give out autographs. Get lost. And again, they already plugged Fantastic Four, but now the the Torch is back, so you have to plug Strange Tales again. But sometimes I wish you'd really turn bad, so I could let you have it without pulling any punches, eh? Yes, these two are kind of clowning around. The Torch even says it, so I thought you could use some help. Relax, pea-brain. But this fight of mine is pretty personal, so I'll handle it alone. Okay, Guy, if that's the way you want it, Rots of Ruck.
Get out.
I don't even... I mean, I know what he's doing, but why would he even do that? I don't know. They are F-boys. Never mind.
Exactly. You were see?
I know. You have to present your argument to Charlie Esther, but I'll rubber stamp that, yeah.
All you have to see is Franklin to know. I'm just saying.
Who even knows what Franklin is?
Much as I love him, that kid's symptomatic. I mean, he's a symptom of the issue.
And Doc Ock's monitoring the whole thing, so he got past the second obstacle. We'll have to be more careful.
Good luck with that, buddy.
As he brings...
You're all going to jail.
Oh my Lord, man! He really wants to get in Aunt May's bloomers. I mean, he's like bringing her Danish. That's what the old people call them, bloomers.
Oh my God!
And now I hope you'll like this.
I can't with you, Philip.
And now I hope you'll like this Danish pastry with your coffee. Oh my, pastry!
He's getting fancy.
Pie for pie, my dear.
Insert Leonardo DiCaprio's candy meme. Mr. Candy Meme here.
Such a charming gentleman. It's a pleasure to meet someone with such good manners nowadays.
If manners was all it took back then.
And a haircut. And a haircut, you damn hippies.
And a white suit. Wait a minute. Not yet.
And then Spider-Man gets to his third stop, and it's like, wait a minute. The X-Men? What?
Hit the music.
Dun, 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 dun.
Wait a minute. Disney owns Fox now. We can't do that.
But of course, this is the original team.
Yeah, the one we don't really write home about much.
Holy smoke. They're not the real X-Men at all. They're just a bunch of highly developed robots.
Got him! Wonder who's behind the robots.
No.
Which one of my enemies is known for such shenanigans?
And one who's hiding behind a camouflaged wall.
Mysterious.
Mysterio, of course. Only you have the technical know-how to design such deadly, deceptive mechanical devices.
Again, never trust a man who builds robots.
They would have stopped anyone else. Your luck is unbelievable. And look, we get him crashing through that window in that splash page.
Oh yeah,
trying to deck him.
That's a nice one. This whole issue is just filled with great splash pages.
I know. Yeah, Steve Ditko. But yeah, just crash.
The #1 name in splash pages.
Just crashing through that window, trying to double punch him. Right through that window.
Who's gonna pay for that?
7 years bad luck, kid.
Well, hell, Spider-Man's got a lot of bad luck because he's broken a lot of skylights in his day.
7 more years of Parker luck.
Parker luck. That's a great name for it.
There, I seized his card. That's what I get for being overconfident. Surely
Mysterio knows how to handle him, but just for a minute, you know.
Yeah. But he's trying to wade through the smoke, and it's like, oh no, the card, it's on fire.
Gotta concentrate.
The robot Cyclops' eye beams set it on fire. One chance, I'll let my liquid webbing cover it, putting out the flame. Liquid webbing.
Convenient.
Now when I peel away the paper, the imprint of the writing may somehow transfer to my webbing.
Because it hardened. There you go, Philip.
Yeah, you saw me shut up, didn't you?
I know it's gonna drop when it comes out.
I have a spider sense for drops now, I swear. That's my spider sense now.
It's ting ting ting-a-lid, ting ting ting-a-lid.
I've got to concentrate harder than ever before. It's up to my spider sense to detect the message that was written here. Really?
I didn't know it did all that, but I'll allow it.
I know, before everyone...
As long as we never see this again. He's reading Braille, technically. I think he just didn't know the word for it. He had a brain fart.
Oh, you mean it would have been helpful to bring Daredevil along?
Oh! Actually, in this case. Yeah, finally, Daredevil's useful for something.
How dare you!
I kid! I love Daredevil. I kid, but it was a joke. It was right there. I had to do it.
Daredevil's good for stuff like punching effers in the face. Oh, Lord. And then...
Making villains like Typhoid Mary. Mm-hmm.
Oh, we'll get to that Saturday. He takes care of them.
Waging war with the Kingpin. The only person I allow to wage war with the Kingpin.
Oh, he took care of that Typhoid Mary.
In more ways than one, am I right?
Hey-oh!
We're the worst.
But anyway, back to Bugle. Jonas sees a spider at his window and thinks, did Spider-Man send you? He's talking to a spider.
Oh, no, that, like Ant-Man. Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He wishes. Oh,
my Lord. Now he's on the podcast. He's like, I can't believe you talked to a spider thinking that you could talk to me, you idiot. Shut up, Parker. Oh, my Lord. But now, then Spider-Man goes to his next destination, a Walden Court. Oh, look, there's the card just sitting there. Atop that pile of sand.
Oh, boy.
Sand, man.
If you didn't see this one coming, you deserve every bit of it.
If you want that card, come and get it. All you have to do is get past me. Know something, Buttercup? I plan on doing just that little thing. And we get a
Sandman's been in prison for a minute, homie. You might want to watch your back and your front.
But definitely your back. Oh, my Lord. So Sandman just got out of prison. So, wait, where was he keeping that card?
It's in his prison purse.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to tell you what, Spider-Man ain't going down the front of his pants.
Well, I know. But there's another splash page, another punch in the jaw, say?
It's sand. Like, what's the point?
You're helping me to beat you because you're such a show-off, Sandman?
You know what this feels like?
What?
I feel like the Saw franchise owes Marvel a little money. There, I said it.
But yeah, Spider-Man jumps through Sandman, gets the card, but then a bunch of iron panels raise up, and he's trapped in a iron prison cell with Sandman. I purposely allowed you.
I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me.
I had almost forgotten how he can reshape his sand molecules into any form. Yeah, I forgot where he got his name, the Sandman.
You sure Spider-Man wasn't smoking a cigarette?
But then suddenly the Sandman begins to slump forward, weakening. What's happening to me? I can't breathe. Need air. And Pete's like, oh, he made his trap too perfect. To be sure I couldn't escape, he made it airtight. His mistake was he needs a normal amount of air to breathe. But my spider strength allows me to hold my breath long. Does he really need to breathe?
No, spiders do. That is a true thing about spiders.
Yeah, but I'm like, does he have to breathe in his sand form, though?
I guess. By the laws of Marvel's physics, yeah.
I guess. Now it's easy for me to pry the door lock open and get on to my next objective.
And by this time, J.J. Jameson has realized that spiders can't or won't talk.
I hope nobody noticed me shouting at that blamed spider.
That's kind of funny. I don't care who you are.
And all the other papers in town have been printing what's happened with Spider-Man. You blithering numbskull, why didn't you tell me? You said you didn't want to be disturbed, and we can't go to press without you're okay. The days before Robbie, or...
Yeah, this is why he had to get a right-hand man.
Oh, no.
This cost him hundreds!
Oh, no. Everyone in town has scooped me on my own story. Meanwhile,
back at the headquarters,
Meanwhile, Ock's still trying to put the moves
A thoughtful Dr. Octopus. What's he thinking about? Aunt May's bloomers!
See, you like that word now, don't you?
No, it's just hilarious that you said it.
That's what the old people say. Never thought Spider-Man would do so well. Only the Vulture remains to oppose him. I'd better make
Whoa, you better pack it up now, mister.
I know,
the Vulture ain't,
Hey.
He ain't never gonna beep.
Hey, it's 1964. The Vulture's a nice, young, spry 74 right now, okay?
I mean, Aunt May could take him at this point. I'm just saying.
That's not who she wants to take, you know what I'm saying?
And more ways than one. I've been watching The Nanny. I'm sorry, guys. Y'all didn't deserve that.
But then Spider-Man meets the Vulture. I am the last on your list, Spider-Man, because I am the most dangerous of all.
Oh, honey.
Oh, sweet baby child. Summer child.
Ooh.
Each time we fought...
child. Somebody come get this Vulture. Somebody scoop him off the side of the road with the rest of the roadkill.
Each time we fought in the past, you defeated me with your cursed webbing. If you want another chance, you must remove your webbing device, or else I'll simply fly off. Looks like you leave me no choice, so yeah, he takes some web shooters off.
What an idiot.
First, I squirt some specially prepared oil at the ledge on which you're standing. Oil.
The worst.
Oil.
That's that Geritol for you.
Here's some oil for you. And then by
beating my wings violently.
He's right, the oil made it so slick.
Really? He just gave him the old banana peel? Really? God. This is his most deadly foe. He gave him basically a banana peel. Okay, that's fine. Pull yourself up and slip into it. Apparently.
But even without my webbing, I still have the power of sticking to any dry surface. Like a spider. Oh, Lord, then...
Get it, Spider-Man!
Vulture lassos his leg. Well, he's gonna regret that bonehead play before he gets much older. Well, yeah, he's gonna die if he gets any older.
I did it! Did you though?
So Vulture's trying to pull him off the building. Vulture still isn't sure what I'm up to. Now to lasso his leg before he lets the rope go. I did it. Hey, Vulture boy. Hey, Vulture boy, how about that? If this Spider-Man business ever gets slow, I'll try for a job acting in TV westerns.
Well, sad to say, you got about 10 years from this issue before those go away.
And then we get the splash page as Spider-Man jumps on Vulture's back. And now you wet wing flapping weasel. I'm going to clip your pin feathers for you. Unless you tell me where to find Betty Brant. I mean, right now. Don't you mean the old lady, too? Yeah, the old lady. Yeah, but tell me where Betty Brant is.
Old lady can go meet her maker and be with my uncle. Give me Betty Brant.
Only one of them's going to be cleaning my web shooter, say?
Exactly 60 seconds later.
Now fly me back to where I left my webbing. Giddy up.
Ridiculous.
As then Spider-Man just webs him to the building. The Vulture's the only one whose thoughts are unprintable.
At the moment? Oh my. Is he crying?
It looks like it. All the other papers have come out with Spider-Man extras except us. Get out of here. Let me suffer in peace. And what of the ominous Dr. Octopus? Doc excuses himself. I'm expecting another visitor. What about us? Don't worry, Miss Brand. I'll be back.
I'll be right back.
Mrs. Parker, what do you suppose he meant by that? I don't know.
Look, No shade to Betty, but her and Aunt May look like they about 5 years apart. I'm just saying. I don't know if it's an artistic choice or they were trying to tell us something. But...
She's wearing a lot of makeup, probably. What do you think he meant by that, Mrs. Parker? I don't know, my dear, but doesn't he have the most charming manners? He's so well-spoken.
Stockholm Syndrome. Stockholm Syndrome.
Meanwhile, Peter's
She's going to be robbing banks with him pretty soon. Oh, that'd be the perfect what if.
At just a few hundred yards away. Oh, Lord. They're in an old castle.
Somebody get Doom on the phone.
Better make sure my web fluid capsules are all filled. So, yes, he starts climbing.
Organic is best!
If I pass Aunt May or Betty...
don't have to worry about it.
If I pass Aunt May or Betty, my spider sense will warn me. But I haven't passed them yet. I'll have to keep going. Then he sees Doc below. Without his arms. Now's a great chance to get him.
I've been expecting you.
I have to keep him occupied till I can spring my trap. Who is this Mrs. Parker, anyway? Who is this sexy lady, Mrs. Parker, you speak of?
Octogenarian.
She's the aunt of a teen.
Get it? Octogenarian? That's why he's into her?
Ah! You know I gotta give it to
Don't
you, right?
at me. Don't at me.
Duck is Lilith. Duck is Lilith.
Oh no, wait, you did the pun. Okay, never mind.
Suck it, Conan.
Oh my lord, I forget what pun he made I think it was this week. It was either this week or last week. He made some kind of pun, but instead of just the suck it Lilith, he was like, suck it Lilith.
Nice.
When I re-listened off the cut it, he was just like, suck it Lilith. I think he's getting into it now.
Uh-oh. He's recalling his arms.
Who's this Mrs. Parker? She's the aunt of a teenager.
Why do they keep doing that? Does it go with Spider-Man?
I
Is that
don't
what
know.
it is?
You didn't suspect I can control my arms mentally, did you? Now I've got you, meddlesome juvenile. You blasted kids.
You don't get to work with those arms.
Sounds like Lilith.
Eyeballs and penises. I hold them in my hands.
Those are tentacles, homie. Those are tentacles. Now those are tentacles.
I don't think those are tentacles.
But he called him a juvenile.
The balls haven't even dropped yet.
I mean, he's not wrong.
That web shooter's brand new.
Pew pew.
Tell me something, Auk.
This place has got more turns, twists and turns than a corkscrew.
Hell, tell me something, Auk. Are you trying to defeat me by talking me to death?
I mean, he could. He could bore you to death.
Oh, Aunt May loves to talk. He's recalled his arms. Oh, well, I'll have to worry about that later. I've got to find Betty and Aunt May. And Auk's just like letting him go. And then, oh, Lord, trapdoor.
Trapdoor.
60s trapdoor trap. He falls in a giant pool. A giant
Oh, look out below.
Auk puts on some scuba gear. Get it? Octopus.
He's looking like more Aquaman than Octopus. I'm just saying.
I've been in tight spots before, but something tells me they're going to seem like picnics compared to the jam I'm in now.
Get it? Picnic, jam. Get it?
I've got to avoid those arms of his. Can't stay submerged as long as he can because he has scuba gear. I've got to come up for air every so often, and he knows it. Then grabs Spider-Man's foot. I can't hold my breath any longer. I can hold my breath longer than any other human being, but not forever. Only one chance. Release all of my webbing at once.
That's one way to do it.
It's
I
working.
guess.
The thin, strong strands of web are entangling his arms like seaweed. He's having trouble controlling them. My leg is free. Doesn't those arms just snap that webbing like?
It's a slow, steady upgrade, Philip.
But wet webbing maybe.
Exactly.
I'll keep pushing.
Hardened like cement.
Hard like cement, low.
Hot, sticky, disgusting cement.
Are we talking about the same thing, love? Lil's having flashbacks here, kids.
Not in the face.
So then Pete drags Auk out of the tank, all tangled in webbing. Stop struggling.
Stop struggling, you nincompoop. I'm like, wait a minute. Why does that sound like something Lilith would say?
I won't tag you enough so the police will recognize you when they get here.
Pete ain't got no heart because it ain't Christmas. It might be Sinister Six-Mas, but this issue there is not during Christmas.
Oh, foreshadowing for next episode and 30 years later. If you hadn't been so anxious to get the credit for beating me alone, and teamed up against me, you might have had a chance. And maybe if one of you dies and you replace him with a mercenary-fueled demon, maybe you might have a better chance.
Maybe.
Oh, Lord. So, yes.
Not likely, but maybe.
Then he follows his spider sense to Betty Brant and Aunt May.
It's ting, ting, ting-a-lid, ting, ting, ting-a-lid. Look at those two old ladies. So happy to see Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, oh, thank heavens. That horrible Dr. Octopus kept saying you didn't have a chance. And Aunt May, oh, that's Spider-Man? What a perfectly ghastly outfit. He's so villainous.
Burn!
Not at all as pleasant as that well-mannered Dr. Octopus. I'm sure Dr. Octopus would never have entered that way without knocking. But Spider-Man says, I'll leave. I sent a message to the police. They should be here any minute. Just think, Mrs. Parker, we're safe. I'm afraid I don't understand any of this.
Do you think it's proper to leave without saying goodbye to our host? I wonder where he went.
And Betty.
Yeah, she's senile. I'm sorry.
Seriously.
She's senile.
And Betty, I'd love to know who Spider-Man really is, but beneath that disguise...
Okay, Felicia.
He could be anybody, and his mask muffles his voice, so that's all... Wait a minute. It muffles his voice so it's almost unrecognizable?
They were trying to go somewhere, and the editor was like, no!
Almost.
No!
So then Pete thinks, I gotta get home before Aunt May, so she doesn't suspect. So he's at home when she gets there. I was so worried about you.
That's why he told the cops to come pick him up.
She's all right, Peter. Everything's fine. Of course I'm all right, dear. I had a very nice visit with the most interesting man.
Oh, snap. Aunt May got a thing for the villains. I'm telling you, that's what I'm telling you. Uncle Ben is Mephisto. It's going to happen. They're probably going to have to wait till I die because I cracked the case. They don't want to pay me money.
She wanted them. She wanted them.
She wanted those tentacles. Yeah.
I don't think those are tentacles.
You mean you're not all shook up or anything? Heavens no, and I've asked you not to use that awful slang, haven't I, Peter? Jeez.
Your aunt is very unusual woman, Peter.
I will admit I was
devil's bride.
I will admit I was worried about you, Peter. I know how nervous you get being all alone in this house. Gosh, yeah, man, I keep telling you that was when I was 5 years old. And how old are you now?
Well, I guess I had better be going now. Mr. Jameson is probably wondering about me.
Aunt May, oh heavens, what's that? Is it delayed shock? Do you realize we missed the Beverly Hillbillies?
Wow.
Yeah, as if you didn't know how old this issue was before. You mean that's what upset you? You know something, Aunt May? In case I forgot to tell you, you're the ever-loving greatest. Jeez. Peter, what am I going to do with you?
Now get in there and make my penny wheat cakes.
I wonder how many other guys with superpowers get scored by their aunts if they don't toe the mark.
More than you know. More than you know.
I'm so happy to see you all chipper now. So that's it. Boy, I better remember to always look chipper from now on. So yeah, those three have a happy reunion, and then the torch goes and bothers Jameson. Heard from Spider-Man? I want to congratulate him for being sick. Get out of here, you costume freak.
Ever since Spider-Man entered my life, even my ulcers have ulcers, and I can relate.
Oh my.
I get so mad with piss poor storytelling. And then I get so excited when they finally do a good story. So it's just a constant up and down.
And then the last panel was just the Sinister Six, like, sitting
in jail,
on the floor
waiting to be booked.
In jail. I'm like,
that's where you go, Rikers.
It just looks like a regular cell, but it's like Electro can't break out of there. Sandman can't break out of there.
They're too embarrassed. Mysterio served their time.
Mysterio's in full well, they're all pretty much in costume except for nothing.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if he was wearing that or not, but I mean, except for not having his wings, the Vulture not having his wings, they're all in full costume. Good Lord.
Oh, I love how they're like, just between us, we're glad we have a full year to the next Spidey annual. You mean cash grab? Yeah.
Cha-ching.
Indeed. And this is where we get all the great splash pages at the back, or at least in my issue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had some of those, yeah. But what did you think of this issue, Lilith Hellfire? I know it's very old, but...
It's old, but it's good. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun. Like, even the old Spider-Man books, for the most part, are fun. You can feel the love that's put into the character. The little subtle in-jokes and stuff that was, like, starting to form and become the canon of Spider-Man. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. But I can't
Great issue to look back on, definitely.
And I can't believe they didn't try the Sinister Six thing again until the 90s, which we'll get to next
that's
episode.
Insane.
I mean, we got...
But he just had they were just trying so many different things throughout the years with Spider-Man. and something stuck and they figured it out, and then the 90s was the time to really like cash in on what they had figured out, what formulas worked best. And I think that's why the 90s was just, for the most part, the best years for Marvel, because they actually figured out what worked.
And like after like Osborn supposedly died, and before Venom showed up, I think that, you know, they were like, oh, Doc Ock's his greatest villain, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
So I don't know if they wanted to hold him down with the team. They're like, man, he's the worst by himself.
But you see though, like, I don't know, like Doc Ock nowadays, like I like the take on, you know, the superior thing and everything, but I don't know. I feel like Doc Ock has definitely lost his way. I'd love to just get back to basics. I love that they have that common ground of science and how, you know, science for good and science for evil, kind of, you know, that whole thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, so's Pete.
Oh. But I mean,
you know, I like that. I like when the villain and the hero have that one common thing.
Well, I don't think they've really. I don't think they've done anything with Ock since they ended that last appearance. But I think they're letting things cool down, and then he's gonna, you know, come back on classic Ock probably.
Well, I mean, also it depends on what they're doing with the Marvel movies. Oh, honestly.
True.
Which I don't know that I'm excited for Spider-Man 3 under the Marvel umbrella. Spider-Man 3, no good as ever. Well, we've only had one. We almost had two, but I don't know.
Oh, but speaking of weird men, do you want to hear what Ray had to think about this issue?
Fire up the old nostrils and let's hear what the old Ray had to say.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I got the picture. There's the picture. But first, I got to start the audio. All right, everyone. Yes, for those of you, if you started listening to us with 101, you may not know our friend Ray from Australia, host of Last Sons of Krypton, a Superman podcast. Yes, A. To know her is to fear her. A Spider-Woman podcast. Yes. And then you can also hear him right here on this very podcast, the last Tuesday of every month, talking all things Scarlet Spider with me and Matt Kona.
On the Sausage Fest for the Scarlet Spider.
With Lilith Hellfire's pun enemy, Matt Kona. But of course, you can hear him every week, and pretty soon you'll hear an episode with him and Lilith Hellfire on Into the Night, the Moon Knight podcast.
Nailed it!
Oh my god, I only listened like the first couple minutes so far, but this week's Into the Night, he used our intro again.
He likes it.
And I'm pretty sure he's going to use it on your episode. And I was like, you should at least use it on Lilith's episode. I emailed it to Diane. I said, if you guys want me and Lilith to do a custom thing for Biters or Real Housewives, just let us know. So I figured we can be like the Walking Dead podcast. And all right.
Exactly.
All right, everyone. Here is Ray.
Hello, Lilith and Phil. This is Ray.
Hello, Ray.
Dropping in some thoughts for a very classic issue of Amazing Spider-Man Annual #1. Now, this was a hoot, actually reading. I really enjoyed it. I'm not sure how both of you are with the older comics back in the 60s and stuff, because it is a very different read to a lot of the modern runs, even a lot different to, say, those of the 80s or 90s. But this was a really cool one. I just to let you know, I read this on Marvel Unlimited, and what I did the guided view, because the panels were so kind of rigid in the sense that they were big enough to kind of really, and kind of square enough to populate the iPad. So I read it like that, which kind of was really cool, because if anything, it kind of drew it out a bit more, and it kind of made you savor each of the panels. But I'll say the artwork for the time, of course, was very much of the time. Particularly loved the look of Aunt May. She kind of looked a little inhuman, but it was good to see her anyway. As far as plot and things go, I think it was very cool. I mean, a lot of it was a bit of a recap of telling Spidey's history. Again, that reminder about Uncle Ben and such. But one of the first things that struck me was the blatant cross-promotion of all the series' titles. Now, we're talking about like Stan Lee and Marvel trying to build their universe, and this was the most rudimentary way to do it. You had fleeting appearances of Thor and Iron Man, X-Men. You had the whole cast, Captain America, Fantastic Four. You had all of them kind of making little cameos, and then the little editor's notes. You can catch them here and here and here.
Cash grab.
Even Doctor Strange, a very kind of absurd cameo of him just spectrally appearing. All of it, reading it now, was quite amusing, I think, and adds to a little bit of the charm of I guess, the period there of them trying to find their craft, trying to hone their craft. So that was one of the immediate things. Second, also, I'd like to raise with the Sinister Six. It was fun to see them together, but also how kind of juvenile, I guess, they were sounding. The first thing I found was pretty funny was Dr. Octopus, the way that he kind of brought them together, but the way that they'd decide what to do, they'd pull a name or something out of a hat. Pull a name, just out of a hat, piece of paper out of the hat. It was pretty funny. Again, very basic sort of stuff. Not the calculating and sinister villains that we see of, say, Craven in Craven's Last Hunt, or even Dr. Octopus in Superior Spider-Man. So again, very fun to see these kind of very basic characters. And speaking of which, the characterizations of such like Craven the Hunter was quite interesting. Sandman as well. All of them, rife for development. But at this stage, I guess they're just the cardboard cutouts of what they are eventually going to be. So that was pretty funny. The other last point I wanted to raise was the way that they take on Spider-Man. Now, it seemed a little counterintuitive to me in the sense that Dr. Ock wanted to bring them all together because, they've fought Spider-Man one-on-one and they've been defeated, but imagine if they're all combined together. Yet they still fight him separately, which kind of, really surprised me. Again, would you not have them all fight him at once?
That would make sense.
That would surely be the undoing of Spidey. You had all 6 of them coming at him at once. But no, they decided to do it one at a time again. So in effect, all they do is just kind of bombard him one at a time. And logic would say that he would beat them. If he's beaten them all one-on-one, he'll beat them all one-on-one again. So, but of course, I did not take any points away for that because, again, we're talking about the 60s when they're just trying to figure out and trying to hone the craft of comic book writing.
Yeah, baby.
To what we see today. So, I thoroughly enjoyed this. I mean, I'm just going to give it, because of its history, just because of the charm of it, it can't be really judged or compared to runs of, or issues of the later era. So I won't do that because, if you do judge it by modern standards, it's pretty bad. But I'm going to give it an A because I enjoyed seeing this part of it, seeing Aunt May distressed at the death of Ben Parker. I mean, he even says it's only been a couple of months. So, I mean, of course, should be still kind of grieving and mourning the loss of Ben.
Until
but
she
also,
meets Doc Ock.
it's fun to see all these villains together, and it was just fun to see the cameos from the other superheroes. I'm very interested to hear what you both have to say, because this being such a classic issue. Anyway, I will catch you soon.
But yeah, you and Ray bring up a good point, man. She's all Aunt May's all depressed about Uncle Ben till that Doc Ock makes the scene, man.
Oh yeah.
All she needed was some tentacles.
Secure for a lot. Secure for a lot. People don't know that.
Whoa, Lilith. You and your porn.
I don't think those are tentacles.
It's called hentai, and it's an art form, okay? All right, I'll take it. And on that note, speaking of taking things, let's take some money from our sponsors.
Oh.
But first,
I was going to say,
what do we have up next on the calendar?
Well, Lil Hellfire, I'm glad you asked. Yes, I'll pull up the schedule here, although I'm pretty sure I have it memorized. Yes, next for
Sinister Six-Mas.
Ho, ho, ho. That's right. We have the return of the Sinister Six. They take their sweet old time. Come back.
It only took 30 years.
Yeah, come back in the early 90s for a Amazing Spider-Man 334 through 339. And again, that's after Craven's dead. So who replaces
If
Craven?
you didn't catch Phil's snide remark.
I'll give you a hint. Last month with a big hint. And then followed in 2 weeks by, what is that? Revenge of the Sinister Six from Spider-Man 18 through 23.
Because, yes, let's reference Star Wars. That always works out.
From 1992 with art by, is it written and drawn by Eric Larson? But yeah, Eric Larson. And, of course, after that, we get our Scarlet Spider episode. Lil's favorite sausage fest with Spider-Man 57 and Spectacular Spider-Man 223.
And it's not too late to send in your info for the Thwippies.
That's right, because the last episode of the year, that's right, there's 5 Tuesdays in December. So, of course...
Suck it, 2020!
Hail! And so, of course, the last Tuesday of the year will be our second annual Thwippy Awards. So, yes, I believe it's on
We have a list posted somewhere on Facebook or our group.
I believe it's on Facebook, and I do have a link on Twitter to the Facebook post. So yes.
Vote! The only vote that matters now!
That's right. So, yeah, either write it out the old-fashioned way on your keyboard, or, again, you can send us voice messages like that, Ray.
Be like Ray. Ray's a good lad.
That's right. Good lad. Right. So either send us a voice message or type out a message, hey? So, yes, send them to capesandlunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can follow us, like you said, on Facebook. We even have a Web of Spider-Man Facebook group, which is blowing up. It's the most.
Be a part of the fun.
It's the most successful out of all of our various Facebook groups. So we're almost at 500.
Yes.
Like I said, the Batman one's like...
Oh, you should put up a poll for each question in the Facebook group.
For the Thwippies?
Yeah.
Put up a poll.
I mean, like this episode, hang on tight.
So what, just say, what was your favorite cover this year? Stuff like that?
Yeah.
Okay. I could do that.
Get some interactions going.
Hey, there you go. Yes, because that's our most successful Facebook group, the Web of Spider-Man. Go join us. So yeah, follow us there, the Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram. But you can find all links to all of our various social media, links to Patreon, links to merch. Sell my soul.
Stay hydrated, my friend. Great Christmas present.
That's right. We got t-shirts. You got mugs. You got
cell phone cases.
I got you.
I remember.
I believe there's stickers on there too. So yeah, get the kids some stickers. See,
kids love stickers.
That's right, they do. So yes, find links to everything all in one convenient place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And remember to please support our sponsors, Tweaked Audio. Get
yourself some headphones, kids.
That's right. Relive these golden tales of yesteryear with crystal clear HD audio with some
not scratchy vinyl.
That's right. And go pick up Hunt-A-Killer.
Perfect holiday fun for Friendsmas or Friendsgiving.
Or hey, if you're not going to anyone's house for the holidays,
escape room in a box.
That's right. Play with the spouse, play with the kids. There you go. And use the code Southgate for a discount on both of those. And if you were just going to be home alone, why don't you go pick up something to read, like Pod Life the book, Volume 1, now in digital and paperback. Audiobook coming soon, Volume 2 coming soon. So yeah, get in on the ground floor, pick up Volume 1. You can get that on Amazon, and when you do, and hey, Black Friday's almost here, a little over a week. So when you do your holiday shopping on Amazon, use the code for Southgate Media Group right down there in the show notes. Help us support this show, the network, and
of course,
that many-tentacled man, Rob Master Doom Southgate.
Make it rain, so says Master Doom.
Yeah. You're weak sauce.
Lilith.
Charlie's not here.
Oh, burn!
And that's what he gets for not being here. But if you nerds want to @ me over on the interwebs, you can find me on Twitter @LilithHellfire, On Instagram with the cool kids and your hip grandparents. At Lilith Hellfire 86 for the boring life updates. And of course, at Lilith Hellfire 69 for the memes. And of course, if you want to be part of my TikTok gang with Phil and Marnell, at Lilith Hellfire 69.
That's right. You can follow Capes and Lunatics on TikTok now.
I'm 12 when you need me to be 12. Just nothing but Deadpool gifs. That's all that I expect, Philip. Mind if I slam your butt in the pokey lady? Dude, seriously, you should just upload the clips.
Oh, yes.
Bye, Felicia. Just match it with like a panel from a comic book. It's just, yes. There's Capes and Lunatics brand on TikTok.
Nice. Okay, miss. Oh, I'm going to have Lilith Hellfire 69 on Instagram. It's going to just be memes.
I'll get to it.
Practice what you preach.
I'll get to it.
All right, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Again, come back next time for the return of the Sinister Six. Amazing Spider-Man 334 to 339. We thought Doc had a wacky plan this time. But until next time. But until then, until the 90s, swing on back.
Flip, 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 flip.